Well, aren't you sweet and attentive? Next to nothing, I'm afraid. Perhaps there is little to know about this place, or I simply have not discovered its secrets yet.
What are you doing in Haven? There's nothing for you here. What do you want? Ask and be on your way. Haven's always been here. My family knows no other home. Father Eirik is our spiritual leader and guide.
Revered Father? I've never heard of this.
It's always been thus in Haven. We do not question tradition. Our ways are not the ways of the lowland cities. Ask and be on your way. We keep to ourselves. We see no need to announce our presence to the world. It's more peaceful that way. Then perhaps you should return to the lowlands. The urn is nothing but a legend. Who? Perhaps revered Father Eirik will know of whom you speak. Unfortunately, he's ministering to the villagers at the moment and cannot be disturbed. I suggest you seek your brother elsewhere. It's always been thus in Haven. We do not question tradition. We do not appreciate lowlanders looking about our home as though it was some sort of zoo. Ask and be on your way. Then perhaps you should return to the lowlands. You may trade for supplies at the shop if you wish. Then I suggest you and your companions leave.
They are hiding something. 'Tis obvious, is it not?
Interesting strategy. Tell me, do you intend to keep going north until it becomes south and attack the Archdemon from the rear? The Archdemon is our goal, and we are heading away from it to find the charred remnants of a dead woman. I will not simply follow in your shadow as you run from battle. Not anymore. I'm taking command. Defend yourself, Warden. We will settle this.
Nera Kadan!
As you desire. Oh my! There you go!
Katana Buzz!
How dare you! It's a fight! How lovely! for this.
I was wrong. You are strong enough. What now? Lead. I will follow.
Well, all right.
Come, Bonnie Lynn. Tell us where you've been. Were you up, were you down? Chasing rabbits round the town. Come, Bonnie Lynn. Tell us where you've been. Come, Bonnie Lynn. We've a bed to put you in. It is soft, it is warm. It will shelter from the storm. Come, Bonnie Lynn. We've a bed to put you in. Dear Bonnie Lynn. Sleeps the peaceful crib within. A mossy stone, a finger bone. No one knows but Lynn alone. Dear Bonnie Lynn. Sleeps the peaceful crib within. Who are you? You shouldn't be here. In the Chantry. Mother wanted me to go to the chant, but she doesn't get to tell me what to do anymore. I'm sick of listening to Father Eirik, along with the babies and the girls. Soon I'll be old enough to go up the mountain and... Nothing. It's just nicer up there. You wouldn't understand. Lowlanders don't belong here. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Haven is Haven, but I have a secret. Do you want to see? Over by the mountain. It's lucky. I keep it with me. Don't tell anyone, all right? You're not going to find anything over there.
Do you know of the Cassandra, the sundew in the common tongue?
I do not believe so.
No. You are so alike, I thought you kindred.
What is that supposed to mean? What is the sundew?
A flower.
Oh? I am a flower, am I? How unexpected.
That entraps and devours insects.
Ah, now that I expected.
don't like this. It's almost too quiet. Something's not right. I can feel it. Well, all right.
Who are you? You're not from Haven. I don't have much, but I suppose you can take a look. You're back. How would you describe the place you know only as home? No, I've never heard that name. I think that is for the best.
As you desire. Of course.
What are you doing? That's private! I don't see how that is any of your concern. No! You have no right!
Done. Have some blood on me. And so I shall. Now this is your music. I am done.
It is enough.
Poor bastard! Brute! It's so darling the way you are. Truly, it tear them apart! I was not expecting to find something so unsettling.
That is human blood. I just do. I also know that no one can lose that much blood and live.
So I shall. Could have just given up, you know. Well, all right. It sounds like they are singing the chant in there. Maybe we should have a look. Well, all right.
We are blessed beyond measure. We are chosen by the holy and beloved to be her guardians. This sacred duty is given to us alone. Rejoice, my brethren, and prepare your hearts to receive her. Lift up your voices and despair not, for she will raise her faithful servants to glory when her... Ah, welcome. I heard we had a visitor wandering about the village. I trust you've enjoyed your time in Haven so far? This, my brothers, is what happens when you let an outsider into the village. They have no respect for our privacy. She will tell others of us if we let her. Word will spread, and then what? You, stranger, do not understand our ways. You would bring war to Haven in your ignorance. We've learned not to trust outsiders. What trust can there be when you barge into our homes with no regard for those that live there? We don't owe you any explanations for our actions. We have a sacred duty. Failure to protect her would be a greater sin. All will be forgiven.
It is done.
One, is it? Lovely.
Who are you? They've sent you to finish it. Me. Finish me off. While I would like the pain to stop, I would prefer it if death were not involved. My name is Genitivi. I am a Chantry scholar, and, well, some would say treasure hunter. But that was back in the good old days. Days like today really show me how much age has caught up with me. So it seems. They take great pains to keep it well hidden. The leg's not doing so well, and I can't feel my foot.
The leg is wounded, but that will heal in time. The foot may have to come off.
I thought you might say that. But if the foot goes, it goes. There are more important things than an old man's feet. I don't have time to rest now. I'm so close. The urn is just up that mountain. My research led me to Haven, and I have heard the villagers talking. I know the urn is here. Haven lies in the shadow of the mountain that holds the urn. There is an old temple there built to protect it. The door is always locked, but I know what the key is. Eirik wears a medallion that opens the temple door. I've seen what he does with it. Yes, that is your key. Take me to the mountainside, and I will show you. All right. What is on your mind? Yes, of course. How could I forget? Eirik said they were ambushed, some killed, a few brought back to Haven to be questioned. He was so self-righteous about it, so smug. He seemed pleased that he had tortured and murdered these men. Good. Eirik and his fellows were a blemish in the Maker's sight. If the Maker would even deign to look upon this world, that is. Let's just talk about something else now, shall we? It wasn't exactly what I expected it to be. I do not know. When the Chantry was established, it was decided that only female priests would ever be ordained. It is possible that the villagers, the disciples of Andraste, predate the Chantry and so have no knowledge of the Chantry's rules. They call themselves the disciples of Andraste, and they are very, very devoted. One could say fanatically so. They must be here to protect the urn, but they speak of Andraste as though she was still alive. I'm old enough to know that anything is possible, child. Was there something else you wanted to discuss? They seemed intent on finding out personal information about me, where I grew up, things like that. How do you know? An imposter? What happened to the real Waylon?
Wow, you're tactful.
Oh, poor Waylon. I should never have dragged you into this. Maker take you into his hands, my boy. He believed in me, even when I lost faith in myself. I will honor his memory. Was there something else you wanted to say? So close, and yet so far. I will return home then. But first, the medallion. It is not a solid piece of bronze. It can be manipulated like so. And there, a key to open the way. There are very few keys like this left in the world, but I have seen some. When you find the right combination, it just feels right. It is hard to explain. There should be a place to insert the medallion. An indentation of some sort, perhaps? They caught me well before I reached the mountain. If you find the urn, you will return to Dennerham to tell me about it, won't you? I would dearly love to hear about it. Make a smile fortune on you, young one.
And so I shall. I can't believe all this is still standing. This temple must be thousands of years old. Of course.
Away with you! Wipe them out! Here's the well!
fallen, is it? Well, all right. Of course. I don't suppose anyone would mind if I borrowed a book or two.
Do you realize that you've been smiling for hours now? Since the last time you and that girl shot glances at each other, in fact. I cannot imagine what you begin to see in her. I hope at least the dalliance is worthwhile. I see. Glad to hear it then. 'Tis a bit sickening to watch you two, but I imagine it at least takes your mind from our situation. Have it your way.
Well, all right. Maker's breath! It is done! What now? As you desire. And so I shall. Of course. Has blood on it.
Victorious!
Lovely. Oh, I see. You could have just given up, you know. I would watch out, were I you. As you desire. see. Ignore this. Has blood on me. Well, all right. As you desire. Come, let's have a move on. Of course. Well, all right. Of course. Lovely. Lovely. Of course. As you desire. Try to be merciful. Fools! Let's end this! Have some blood on me. See there? That's a trap. I would watch out for
Another battle, I see.
I will put you out of your misery.
You have some blood on me.
I got it!
As you desire. Poor bastard! What's this? There you go! You could have just given up, you know. Well, all right. And so I shall.
It's so darling. Truly, it is.
Begin the onslaught.
Blood is getting all over everything.
Another
Could have
call
just
for the
given
fire.
up, you know. See there? That's a trap.
Victorious.
Well, all right.
Even in stone, Tevinter arrogance shows.
Done with that one.
Well, all right.
Time taken as long as it did.
It's a fight! Lovely.
Oh, yes! It's your time to shine! Wipe them out! Another vandalite!
This is getting dangerous.
Performed as I
Had some blood on me.
Victorious!
And so I shall. Well, all right.
How lovely!
What a mess. Another foe fallen, is it? My, what to do? Had some blood on me. I would watch out, were I you. See there? That's a trap. How delightful! Blood on me.
I am done with that one.
It is done.
What a mess. Yes!
Another vanquished.
To the pile.
Oh, now that could have gone so much better. Marvelous. Shall we go? Lovely. As you desire. I would watch out, were I you. Lovely. Course. Oh, is that
How lovely! Oh, this should be good. Now we get our hands.
That's blood on me. Oh, well. Another foe fallen, is it? As you desire. I must rest for just a moment.
I expected.
And so I shall. As you desire. See there? That's a trap. I would watch out for you. Truly, it is.
It's your time to die.
Now that is precious.
I tried to be merciful.
That will be
I
answered.
can't keep on like this.
I have.
I can't go on Oh, I see. There? That's a trap. Oh my. That is much. I'm sorry.
See there? That's a trap. Oh, I see.
Back! There you go! Defend yourself! How are we gonna hurt? Make a preserver! I got it!
I have.
How is that right?
I took somebody!
It's your time to die!
Shut up!
Let us end this! Too easy! No mercy! Is that all you got? Here comes trouble!
Katana!
It is done!
Oh, now that could have gone so much better.
Are we in a hurry? Lovely. Lovely. Well, all right. Of course.
So I shall.
Stop! You will go no further! You do not have the right to demand my name. You have defiled our temple. You have spilled the blood of the faithful and slaughtered our young. No more! You will tell me now, intruder, why you have done all this. Why have you come here? I am Father Kolgrim, leader and guide to the disciples of Andraste. Kill us, and you will face Andraste. She will smell our blood, and the blood of her children on you, and her wrath will be great. She is so much more! She is even more glorious than all the old gods combined! The prophet Andraste has overcome death itself, and has returned to her faithful in a form more radiant than you can imagine. Not even the Tevinter Imperium could hope to slay her now. What hope do you have? Would an apology bring back the dead, or clean the blood from these walls? What could you do to... But perhaps there is a way to make up for your recent transgressions. It may be because I believe in second chances. All of us stumble through the darkness before being found and shown the light. Perhaps, through Andraste's mercy, her greatest enemy will become her greatest champion. Atop this mountain lie the remains of the mortal Andraste. The urn is watched by an immortal guardian. He is trapped in the past, and refuses to accept the risen Andraste. Now the ashes prevent holy Andraste from fully realizing her new form. They are a remnant of her past incarnation, and she cannot move on as long as they exist. The beloved needs to reclaim the ashes, to make them her own again. All it would take is a drop of her blood. Blood carries power, strength, knowledge! Through it, all the power that is held in the ashes will be returned to Our Lady. The Guardian has foiled all our attempts to reach the urn. He keeps what power remains from the true Andraste. He knows the disciples, and we cannot touch him, for he draws his strength from the ashes themselves. But you could deliver Our Lady what is rightfully hers.
What is this talk of blood and power? And he thinks Andraste is reborn. It is preposterous. Ugh, I do not like this.
The rewards for performing such a service would be great indeed. Many have been led here, but only you had the fortitude and skill to survive the temple. You were led here by Andraste's hand to do her work. The task is simple. I give you a vial of the holy Andraste's blood, and you empty the vial into the ashes. Whatever magic was held in the ashes will be undone, and our great lady will be freed from the shackles of her past life!
And what? Encourage the worship of a large lizard? Consider your actions carefully.
Take this. The blood of the dragon. You know what you must do.
If we succeed, Kolgrim and his fellows will be indebted to you. That puts you in a very advantageous position.
Now, I shall beseech the holy Andraste to let you pass safely into the inner sanctum.